We're talking about girls here in Canada, here in our communities, our schools, who don't go to gym class because they can't, because they don't have what they need. This is women who are choosing between, do I buy groceries this week or do I buy feminine hygiene products? These are women who are saying, do I go to work and risk the indignity of making do with what I can and the consequences of what might happen because I don't have a pad or a tampon? Or do I miss that day of work and because I'm an hourly employee, I take a ding to my paycheck, which just compounds the problem?
I just remember when I was a girl and I was shy and embarrassed to go to London Drugs and buy it for myself. I just would try and sneak into the store and hopefully nobody saw me in there and everything like that. So I just think of how much that was a pressure for me. And so then I think about, what if I had to go ask somebody for it?
How I like to look at those 80,000 individual products, it's 80,000 pieces of dignity. It isn't just 80,000 things, it's 80,000 opportunities this year for women to have dignity back, for women to be able to re-enter their workplace with confidence, for girls to go to school. This is hard for someone that age to even talk about that physical need, let alone to say I can't provide for it for myself or my daughter. We gave people 80,000 pieces of dignity back. And I am so proud of that. And I am so proud that that partners with KAC's mission for how to make a difference in lives every day.
When Katie from United Way came with this Period Promise initiative, it made sense. So to be able to be just practically just a physical place for them to have a pickup and drop-off center. Then also out of the Community Care Fund, we're able to be in a place where we could contribute $3,000 towards getting further products.
So I think the logical question is, what do you do with 80,000 tampons and pads? How do we make sure that those get to the people who need them the most? We connected with agencies, local agencies and rural agencies, eFry and Ask Wellness, the Salvation Army, these agencies that serve this population, they know this need exists.
So the Period Promise initiative has had a really positive impact on us at the Salvation Army. We often get women and families asking for a product that comes out of their food budget, but it's not necessarily food related. And for us, a lot of our grant money is specifically designated to purchasing food to distribute. So when you think about the things that might come out of your budget that aren't groceries, they're a significant cost. They're really important to the dignity of women and girls, but it's something that families really struggle to have the money to purchase. And so with us getting so much product from the United Way, we haven't had to turn anyone away. We've been able to say yes. Every time a woman asks us if we have some, we're able to give her something, which is awesome.
I'm really passionate about Period Promise. This is one of my favorite things that we do.
So we've been really fortunate to partner with the United Way and the Period Promise, and we're a distribution agency, so we picked up a lot of product that the United Way gathered, and we distribute it through our food bank program and through our community response vehicle.
What we particularly saw was KAC show up, where I reached out to Simon and said, would you be willing to partner for a drive-through event? The timing worked out so that the day of the drop-off was also right coordinated with when the pandemic hit. So that was actually the last in-person event that we had. That was on a Friday, and by Monday the world was shutting down. So there also felt like a real emotional anchor to that event as one last beautiful thing that happened before we all shut down.
The value of dignity and worth, and for people to know their value and not to have to choose between something that should be accessible to all. When people come to get practically helped through the Community Care Fund, what the part that we get excited about is the conversations we get to have and the stories we get to hear and the opportunities to pray with people and the opportunities to, for a lot of people who are in really hopeless situations, to talk about the hope of Jesus.
It's exciting to be able to put those products directly in their hands. We know that when a woman walks through the door at the Why Women Shelter, today, they'll be able to directly provide for that need through this generosity of our community, through Period Promise.